The message came in on an ordinary day. It was a faint signal originating from near the supermassive black hole at the center of the Milky Way. Sagittarius A star. It was picked up by a deep space station orbiting Earth's sun. But when the signal was decoded, the message was not from outer space. It was from Earth. And even more strangely, it was from the year 2650. How could a message from so far in the future be sent back in time to 2025? It all started with a routine scan of Sagittarius A star. Every now and then, the supermassive black hole at the center of the galaxy does something strange. In 2019, for example, astronomers noticed that gas and dust around the black hole seemed to glow white, hot and bright. It was not hot or bright before. It just kind of turned on one day. Astronomers call this event a tidal disruption event. It happens when a star gets too close to a black hole and gets ripped apart by its gravity. Well, that's not what we're talking about today. This is a story about an unusual message from the depths of space. It was picked up by a deep space station called the Wayfinder, which was launched by a private space company called Galactic Enterprises. Galactic Enterprises is run by a brilliant but eccentric billionaire named Richard Stone. He has spent years searching for signs of alien life, but his searches have come up empty, at least until now. The signal from Sagittarius A star was faint and hard to detect, but Wayfinder's instruments picked it up anyway. It was faint and the signal was distorted, which suggested it had been traveling for a very long time. But it was definitely coming from the vicinity of the black hole. So the crew of Wayfinder prepared for the possibility that they were about to make first contact with an alien species. After all, black holes are weird. They warp space and time in ways that we don't fully understand yet. Maybe the aliens were coming from the future. Maybe they'd evolved from humans who'd somehow mastered interstellar travel. Or maybe they were from another universe entirely. Anything was possible. Then the message was decoded and the crew of Wayfinder found out just how possible anything is. The message was a journal entry written by a scientist named Alan Richmond. He was writing about a project to build a huge radio telescope array that would be used to listen for signals from distant stars. He wrote that the project was nearly finished, and that soon they would be able to hear the whispers of civilizations on distant worlds. What made this strange was that Alan Richmond lived on Earth in the year 2650. But here's the thing. That's not the future. That's the past. Alan Richmond wrote that he was looking forward to the day when the radio telescope would be completed and humanity could finally hear those distant whispers. But the thing is, humanity already has heard those whispers. We've been hearing them for decades. They're not from the future. They're from right here. This is the present. These are the stars in the night sky. The point is, Alan Richmond didn't write that message in the year 2650. He wrote it in 2025. But it took 450 years to reach us, because the black hole at the center of the galaxy warped time and space around it. It sent the message back to our present. It's not the first time this has happened. There was a similar case in 2018 when scientists found a black hole that was sending messages back in time. One of the messages was from 300 million years ago. This is an incredible phenomenon, but it raises some questions like what else might be out there? What else might be trying to send us messages, and are we really alone in the universe? I think the answer to that last question is no, we're not alone. We've heard the whispers. We just have to get closer to the black hole to hear them more clearly. You know, if you liked this video, you'll love the podcast. Every week we bring you the most exciting discoveries from the world of science and technology. There are new episodes every Friday. You can add it to your playlist so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.